the gray and the rain continues on for our winter. But you know, I just get to the point now in life, I just make the best of it. I go out whether it's rainy or not, and well, you know, if it's really bad then I won't, but when it just is raining lightly, I just like to go out and get some fresh air and enjoy my time outside. Good morning, you guys, and welcome to my channel. I am Crystal, and this is Homemaking on the Homestead, and welcome to Homemakers Journal 31. I have several things to share with you on today's Homemakers Journal, and I would just sit here, and I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, it's a cup of coffee, but I got to tell you something I do. You can tell me whether you do this or not, or if you've ever heard of it before. So in reality, it is not morning for me. I usually post my videos in the morning, but it is afternoon. I've had my coffee. I'm not really in the mood for tea, and I try to drink, you know, my 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, typically. And so at some point during the day, I'm working to try to get in my water. But when the weather is cold and gray and, you know, they're just drinking a glass of water just doesn't sound very appealing. So I started doing this actually about the time winter started. I put water in my cup. Don't know if you can see that. If I tip it too much, it's going to spill. And I just pop it in the microwave and I get it nice and hot. And I have actually really enjoyed that. It's, you know, it might sound strange if you've never done it before, but I think it is just perfect. I mean, oftentimes I have like green tea or black tea or herbal tea or something, but even that I sometimes get tired of. And I just decided I would try this, and I actually really like it. So I don't know, let me know if you do that and what you think of that. But it's a great way. It really makes, when it's cold and I just need to warm up, it makes drinking my water really easy. And right now is one of those moments I definitely needed to be warmed up. You could see it was cold out there, and yeah, I came back in, my hands were cold, had to put another log on the fire, and yeah, just kind of get my water heated up and warm up before I sat down to chat with you guys. So I have a few things to share with you on today's Homemaker's Journal, and aside from a couple of my things to share, I have one thing that came from one of you guys, one of my viewers, subscribers, and she sent me pictures and ideas of things that she does to be frugal and to reuse things in her home. I am so excited to share that with you. She's got some great ideas, and so I'm really excited to share that with you here in just a minute. Now, to start with, I want to share a recipe with you. This is a recipe for muffins, and they are Amish Raisin Bran muffins. I don't know how Amish it is. I found it on the website, Do It on a Dime. I believe that's the site, and I will put the link to the recipe below. I have now made this recipe a couple of times, and we absolutely love it. It makes a huge recipe, so be prepared for a lot of muffins, which they freeze great. I have done that, but they also are just perfect for giving away. So, of course, I share them with my grandkids, and now they're like, every time I bring muffins in, it's like, are those the Raisin Bran muffins, Grandma? Because they really enjoy them. Let's see, I also took several of them, about a dozen of them, up to my son when the last time we drove to see him, and he's been enjoying them. They make a quick, easy breakfast. They're a great snack, and they actually do use a box of Raisin Bran. What I really love about this recipe is that it is so easy to throw together because everything just gets poured into that big old bowl. I pulled out my biggest metal bowl that I still have from back when I had all my kids at home, and I cooked everything in big quantities. But I will use this on occasion, and it just, you probably don't need a bowl that big, but it makes it easier to mix and that type of thing. But anyway, I just poured everything in there, including the box of Raisin Bran. It does, and then mix it all together, and yum, I tell you, bake them. This recipe made about 4 dozen. I have some silicone muffin pans that I think are just a little bit smaller than a typical muffin pan size. So, which is fine. It makes great sized muffins, especially if I'm giving them to grandkids or just to have as a snack. And I got 4 dozen. The recipe says 3 dozen. So, you know, obviously it's going to depend on the size of your muffin pan. But the next time that you are in the mood to make some muffins and you want an easy recipe and you want some for the freezer and some to give away and, you know, some to enjoy, then I highly recommend trying this recipe. Whenever I find something that I really like, whether it's a book or, you know, some sort of product or whatever, I always like to share it with you guys. So I don't know about you guys, but I get very dry skin in the winter time, and I have tried all kinds of lotions and all kinds of creams, and I never have found anything that I can say, wow, I really like this, and until I found this. So I didn't really find it. My daughter gave it to me last year, I believe, and it is from the Seaweed Bath Company. I have looked it up. It is on Amazon. My daughter bought it at Natural Grocers, and so you can maybe find it locally at a health food store or a co-op type store, just so that you can, you know, try it out locally. But if you can't and you're interested, I do have the Amazon link below. What I really like about this is that it has argan oil and shea butter, which are both really good for your skin. It's very hydrating. I can put it on at night, and I mean, my hands still the next day will feel nice and soft. So, I mean, I'm really impressed with it. The other thing is, it's hard to tell how much I've used in this, but I can kind of feel it. I have probably in a little over a year used less than half, and you don't need a lot. That's the other thing that I really like. I just put a little bit on my hands. I'm able to rub it in, and it works just wonderful just for that small amount. So for the cost, I really liked it. The smell is not overwhelming. It's also not necessarily amazing. This one is lavender, which is nice if you like lavender. I did not look to see if they had any other scents or if you could get it unscented. I am very highly sensitive to smells. They can cause me all kinds of like allergic type reactions, and this does not, even though it's lavender. And I am going to assume it's probably a lavender essential oil, but yes, it does say lavender oil. So it has, you know, it's all natural type stuff in here, which is very nice for your skin as well. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. If you guys ever want to find a really good hand cream, body cream, then I can't say how much I enjoy this enough. I also put it on my face, and I don't put a lot of stuff on my face just because I never have. I just kind of, you know, let my face do its thing. I'm not a big makeup wearer or whatever, but when my face starts to feel dry, I put just a little bit on, and again, does a great job. So I wanted to share that. if you saw my day in the life slow living vlog that I did for my last video, if you didn't, I will link it up here. But if you saw that, I had got my apron all cut out, and I am happy to say that the next day I was actually able to finish this apron completely. Now, if you are not aware, I have a two-part video series on making this exact apron. The first part of the video, I show you how to make the pattern and how much fabric you need and how to cut it out. And in part two, I show you how to assemble the apron and sew it up. It is a really easy pattern. I kind of just created it myself. And I have made now 3 of them. I have gotten emails since I put those videos out. I have gotten emails from ladies who have said that they have made the apron. People have sent me pictures of their aprons. I've just loved all the response that I got from that. And one lady, Adrienne, hi Adrienne, she made 13 aprons for her granddaughters, and I was just blown away by that as Christmas gifts one year. So I think that's really neat. So if you're looking for a very easy, very beginner type sewing project, then check my links below, and you might be able to make yourself up an apron. I also last year made a video on making that exact same style of apron for children in 3 different sizes. So if you want a mommy daughter type apron set, or you want you know, to make one for your granddaughter to match yours when she's over, or your grandsons. I got grandsons that love to cook. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making that apron quite a bit, and I still have fabric left over, which I'll probably do some pot holders with, and I have more fabric to make more aprons down the road when I get a chance. So if anybody is wondering, as of today when I'm filming this video, we're still on baby watch. My daughter is now past due, and she's hoping to do it, you know, as natural as possible and not have to be induced. So we will just kind of wait and see. The hospital has a hard stop where they're like, nope, not going to go any farther. So, you know, she's hoping that it could all happen like it's supposed to before that happens. But when it happens, I will certainly let you guys know. And I may have to take a day or 2 off on videos because I'm going to be helping her for a little bit. And I got to travel down into California to see her and to be there. So anyway, that's the update. That's the baby update, the baby watch update. I'm really excited to share this with you. I love it when you guys reach out and communicate with me and share things, whether it's recipes, ideas. I get a few emails like that, and I really enjoy that a lot. So if you have something that you do think that I would enjoy or that I could share, I would love to, you know, have you send it to me. My email is down in the description box too. Anyway, so one of you ladies does Kryl, and I hope I didn't botch your last name, honey, but I'm terrible with last names. Anyway, Kryl sent me some ideas. Well, she had mentioned them about being frugal and how she makes her own greeting cards, birthday cards, thank you cards, change of address cards, things like that, and she will give them away as gifts. But she does this by reusing and repurposing things that she already has. I don't know about you, but the whole card making thing, I've looked at like Michael's craft store and Hobby Lobby craft stores. It's like, wow, it is a lot of money to invest in what they say you need so that you can make these beautiful cards. Well, I want to show you what Des did. She had a tissue box that had a really nice little picture on it, and rather than just throwing it away, she took that picture along with some inexpensive happy birthday stickers. She buys the blank cards to do this with, and with a little bit of glue and time, she has made a very beautiful birthday card for literally just pennies. And I really enjoyed that. It spoke to that frugal part of me that is like, yes. Okay, and let me tell you, this is what else she said about this. She says, I keep ribbons, bows, buttons, fabric scraps, colored envelopes, pretty paper, old cards. They can all be used. And as she also said, there's a lot of ideas on Pinterest as well to kind of get your creative juices flowing when you're doing something like this. And I should mention Des is from Scotland, and she said in her email to me, she said, it's a cold day here in Scotland, so a cozy afternoon with a cup of tea, crafting a supply of greeting cards, frugal, creative, relaxing, and lovely to give. And absolutely it is, and that sounds like such an enjoyable afternoon to me. Here is also, with some more pictures that she had sent me, she said, a set of simple cards made from old upcycled postcards. If you make a nice set, you could actually wrap a ribbon around them and give them as a gift themselves. I really like that idea too. And then she showed these photos, and she said, also a photo of an old calendar I was gifted, and I will use the pictures and the scriptures to make cards at some point. She also said here that she shared this picture with me of a fabric tissue pocket and matching hanging heart, which is a birthday gift for a good friend. It cost me nothing but time, all made from scraps of fabric and stuff I already had, including the stuffing for the heart, which is from an old pillow. These are just some of many ideas. The caddy holding my crafting stuff is also made out of leftovers. And then she mentioned that the only thing to make sure is that we don't just save everything. Make sure that when you save it, you say, yes, I know what I can do with this, or I can use this, because otherwise we could end up with a big, huge, overwhelming amount of things saved for some project that we never get to. So there's a balance, but I really enjoyed all of Des's ideas and appreciated them very much. So thank you very much, Des. It was really sweet of you to send that to me, and please, like I say, anybody else has some good frugal ideas that I can pass along on another Homemaker's Journal at some point, I would love to hear it, and pictures are always nice so that I can be sharing them with you too. And as a side note, if you do that, make sure you give me permission in there so that I know that it's all right with you if I share them. Okay, you guys, I do believe that wraps up all the goodies I had for you on Homemaker's Journal 31. And I pray that you have a wonderful day today, a good week ahead. And don't forget, as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. I've been watching my channel grow a lot lately, so that's really exciting. And the more likes, the more comments, and that type of thing, the subscriptions, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All really help for my channel to grow and for it to be shared among other ladies who may have the same type of interests as we all do. Okay, I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.